Good morning. I'll wait for a couple of minutes till some people pop on here. Good morning, Anita. Hi, Rosemary. How are you guys? Hi, Connie. Connie Colleen. How are you? Gail from Canada. Hi, Gail. I know it is hard to remember everybody's name when it's not in your bio name. Hi, Carol. Hi, Kim. How are you guys? Hi, Sandy. So this morning I'm going to paint this flower. I have to show you what it really looks like. The other day, and that's how I usually get inspired to paint anything, is I was just sitting at my computer working and I looked up in these flowers that I had gotten for my birthday from my neighbor Emerson. Had gone past their prime. They were dying, and the light caught the side of the flower, one flower, and it was gorgeous. So as my mind wanders off, I went and did like a whole photo shoot of these flowers, the whole bunch of them, but this one is my favorite, so I'll show it to you here. Here it is. Here's this little flower that I fell in love with. Hello to Buenos Aires. How beautiful. It's such a, I wonder is it beautiful there? Anyway. So here's the photo I took. I'll turn this around. How pretty, right? Sometimes things get better with age. Now I have to get this ring light off of here. So I'm not very organized. Here, I'll show you my messy area, in all honesty. So I just got some new Vasari paints because I was running out of my Video Blue Extra Pale, and anybody who knows me knows that's like one of my favorite colors. And I was trying to figure out what colors I was out of and found some other random ones in my bin over here that's filled with paint, and this one sounded really fun. It's called Moon Glow, so I'm gonna have to play with that today because this has a lot of, well, browns, not grays, but I could play with some different colors than what I normally do. Hi, Rob. How are you? Hi, Pam. So anyway, here's I'm a mess because I was going through all my paints, figuring out what I needed, and at least I have my palette cleaned off and ready to go. These are all the little tiny panels that I've been doing the little bird paintings on. And I did you see my watercolor that I did? Here, I'll show it to you. So I got this Prestigify. These watercolors are really fun. They'd be great for travel because they come with, let me put this back in here so I can show you. So these are the watercolors, and they come with this pen, so you put the water right in there and just use the brush part. So how fun would that be to take traveling? And then this is what I painted. I did this watercolor. I miss watercolors. I used to do watercolors all the time a long time ago, and I switched to oils to loosen up my style and kind of never turned back, but I do miss them. Someday when I have more time, I'm going to go back into doing all the different things. So as you could see, I barely have room to work here, but I'll just move what I can out of my way and dive in. That is something I'm good at. Oh, thank you, Ellen. Yeah, I love doing watercolors. It's very calming. Well, so any kind of art is calming, I think. And I don't have any browns out here on my palette. I think I need to put out one of the paints too that I just bought. Where is it? This one I wanted to play with. I'll play with this today maybe. This is a Vasari paint. They had a little email yesterday, which is, the goal is to get you to buy something, and it was comparing all their different blacks, like lamp black, ivory black, and one other that is eluding me right now that I already have. Oh, Kim, I just used my iPhone for the photos. I don't have any more on here. Let me see. There's one of them. That's fun too. I have this, here's this little, see, there it is. Like, it's just so ordinary in real life, but like, I love that too with that little vase. So fun. All right, I'm putting out 2 browns here to do my transparent layer because my palette is a mess. Sorry, I try to be a little more organized. But now on Wednesdays with my Art in Bloom course, I'm doing a live Facebook with my group. So I have to spend a little time preparing for that. So I feel like I'm not quite keeping up. It's never good for me to add something else to my list, because something else has to not get done. Shoot. So this paint, I can't get it out. I'm over here fussing with this to try and get a little bit of this color out. There's a little bit, because I think that'll be a good color for in here. Although I'm not sure. Let me go back here. There we go. So what's new, everybody? How's your week going? So now I'm going to have to think about this. This is different than my normal color palette, and I've really been itching to experiment more with browns. Although, you know, and the browns used to be in style, like, I don't know when, back in the 70s. And then they sort of lost their luster for a long time, and I didn't like brown at all. But now I feel like brown's kind of coming back in style again. Not funny how that happens. And in the middle, you think, no, I'll never like browns and oranges, but they're all coming back in. Okay. So where's everybody from? Do I have mostly my regulars on here? Probably. I'm not doing a very good job of letting you know that I'm doing this, am I? I guess you guys, do you check my my story to see if I'm going to be doing it? Or do you just come on? Because I rarely don't. I usually only don't do this if I can't, because I really enjoy it. And I wouldn't be doing this if you weren't here with me. I would have Alabama, Fort Payne, Alabama. I think I have an aunt in Alabama, Connecticut, Michigan. Yeah, Connecticut's not far at all. Columbus, Ohio. I was thinking about doing an in-person workshop in Connecticut. I forgot about that. I need to look into that. It's hard to know what we'll be able to do. Buenos Aires, Argentina. How wonderful. That just sounds so beautiful and exotic. Much more so than Lancaster, Pennsylvania, right? Yes, I'll have to let you know, Deborah. Because I was all but ready to sign up. And I was going to do it this past spring. And then, of course, with all this happening, I never even did get around to promoting it or finishing it, you know, the plans. But then she had written to me about doing it again. She has a beautiful bed and breakfast in Connecticut and hosts artist retreats, and invited me to come and do one there, which I would love to do that. Also was going to do one and you're from Bali. Wow. I was also going to do one in Italy. But that could still happen in the next few years. Who knows, right? I'm just thinking of placement. Like, I don't want to spend too much time getting too detailed with where things are here, but enough to, as I always say, to feel confident that I know where I'm going with my painting. And this is a completely different colorway for me, but I like it. I keep kind of feeling an itch for change. Do you ever feel like that? Like you feel like it's time to switch things up, but you're not sure what needs to switch? It's almost like you wait around and kind of just keep your eyes and ears open, and then all of a sudden it happens. Do you know what I mean? It's already pretty fun, isn't it? Do some browns, maybe. Try this. It's burnt out. That's good for some of my darker areas. I guess there are reds in there too, warms and cools. Yeah, I might have to think a little bit more while I'm doing this. I feel like, whoops, brushes are going across my palette. That's never good. Yeah, one of the colors that I got from Vasari, their paints are just absolutely amazing. But their Indian yellow is like none other that I've tried. So that's the one that and the Video Blue Extra Pale, both of those I love, and they were both running low, so I had to do a little I treated myself to a little shopping. I think I'd rather buy art supplies than clothing these days. Of course, we have nowhere to wear clothing, right? So what's new, everybody? Is anything new? Are you guys all working on anything fun? Are any of you doing my course? I hope you're enjoying it. I love seeing everybody's paintings. Oh my gosh, it's so fun. They're beautiful. I'm not sure anyone actually needed to take my course because they're all so good. I'm going to share them so everybody can see what my artist friends are making. They're stunning. All that brown and yellow. I like that. Oh, Allie, you're working on the sunflowers today? Good. Doing your course. Wonderful. Yay. And are you enjoying it? I hope so. Certainly was a labor of love. So fun buying art supply. No. Did you get some Vasari paints? Oh, they just are more buttery, I think, than a lot of other paints. And I probably could use only Vasari, but they're a little pricier too. But they last forever. You know, that is the one of the good, not the one good thing. There's so many good things about art supplies, but one of the good things is that they really do last forever. Like I have art supplies that I've had since college that are still fine. I used to love going to the art store in Reading. I would always go and buy like press type, all the fun stuff. I wish I kept some of my sheets of press type. That would be really fun right now. I wonder if they probably do make things like that. I need some red. Oh, it's not. It was always a good day when it was time to jump in the car and drive to the art store. And at college, on campus, we had a great art store also. At Kutztown. It's still nice. I was there a couple years ago, and it's still a great art store. Saludar. Where's Saludar? What is that? Is that where you're from? I need a little red in here. Oh, back in the area. Pam, I don't know. It's probably not still there. I went to Kutztown and we would go to, was it Dick Blick that was in Reading? Or I can't even remember. It was right downtown, but I can't actually remember what art store it was. I'm thinking it was Dick Blick, but that was in Allentown. I have to ask my friend Mary. Am I back? Did you guys feel a pause? Was I gone for a little while? I was saying my husband's on the internet upstairs because his school's online. Hi, Sarah. Sarah, was I paused there for a little bit? That happens again, I'll just keep going and it'll come back on. I love that kind of those blues down in there. They're so pretty. What other colors do I need? I don't have, I might have neutrals in my bin of these, but I don't want to be digging in there too deep. That'll take me too long. Oh, that dark stem, I forgot about that. It's fun just like that, isn't it? Yes, these are RNF pigment sticks. Yes, they're like oil pastels. They're really creamy, soft oil pastels. Like I have these. I always want to play with these. I have this adorable little bowl of these, but these are harder and a little different, so I don't use these in my oil paintings. But these you can use because they're very much like, that's what they are, RNF pigment sticks. Something I use to kind of loosen up my paintings. All right, I think that's good. I'll do this color for the stem and do a little bit of dark in this with here. Thank you, Sheila. Yeah, it's quite happy, isn't it? All right, now I've got to mix these fun colors. Yes, it's a dahlia. Here it is. I got it. Someone gave it to me for my birthday. My little neighbor Emerson gave it to me for my birthday, and I was sitting on my computer and saw it all dried out, and it caught my eye, and off I went to make a little photo shoot. If you use the oil pastels, can you apply retouch varnish when the painting is dry? Yes, I usually just spray a little bit of varnish on these small paintings, and then I'm still experimenting with what varnish I like for my large paintings. Okay. I'm going to mix some colors. Let's see, I'm going to move this closer. I'm sorry about the crunchy sounds. Whoops. Over there is where I do all my acrylic stuff. I have like two different sides of my desk. Okay, how's that? I think that's pretty good. I might put some of this moon glow out. I want to see what it's like if I can get it open. I probably need pliers, which I don't have. I'm sure I have them nearby. Let me see if I have my pliers. Do I see them? I don't see them. We'll do this next time. I don't need that today. And I did have some nice raw sienna. I don't know. I don't use these. I don't paint with browns very often. Oh, this might be one I'll need. Raw sienna light. Oh, I'm working with oils. And then I want wanted to play with this black. So this is a ivory black is supposed to be a warm black. So when you mix it with colors, it's more of a warm color, which I will want with this. I love new tubes of paint and how easy it is to put the tops back on. All right. I don't know. Let's see what we get here. Might need more of this. Oh, and I got a Vasari white. I've been having white issues. I can't find a white that I love, so I bought this one to try to see if it's creamier. I feel like my white paints are like dry. I don't know if it's the air or if they're just generally drier. Okay. So I want to pay attention to where the light's really hitting in there too. Oh, and what else? I wanted more of this. I love this Vasari Brilliant Yellow Light. That's another favorite. Put that over there. Okay, so I'll do some of my cool areas first. So I'll take some of this. Maybe mix it. Oh, wait. Keep your palette knife clean and keep your brush clean. That makes a big difference of keeping your paintings from getting muddy. See if that's close to a color that's in there. Looks so blue for a brown. I'm going to put a little bit of this black in and see what I get. A little too dark. Since these aren't colors that I normally mix, it might be a little trickier for me. Now I'm just going over and kind of holding my, I don't want to get this dirty, so I'm going to wipe it off. Might as well just put that all together. Still looks a little dark and a little blue. Put a little bit of this brown in there. Oh, that's nice, right? That little subtle shift. But I don't know. I feel like it needs... I'm going to put a little bit of this manganese blue hue in there. A little more of this. It is great to experiment with color mixing. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I like that a lot. Get that a little lighter. Gosh, those are gorgeous colors, aren't they? Love those. Love, love, love those. Pam says we screen print and white is always different than the other colors. Yep. Oh, Promaba. I do have that Promaba. You know what? I have that here somewhere. I don't know what I did with it. I'll have to look for it. It's the downside of the messy studio. The downside is I lose things constantly and I can't find them. But the upside is when I find them, it's like a really, really fun surprise. You guys like that? So what do you guys have a messy studio or a very tidy studio? I always aspire to be a very organized, tidy person, but I haven't gotten there yet. Still trying in all aspects of my life. Well, that's definitely a color in there. Now, let me move these out of the way. Yeah, it's great color. Messy. I'm so messy. I don't want to be messy. I'm always trying to change myself, but to no avail so far. No, ain't that. Oh, I wish I was not messy. I'm going to add some of my new white into this. Oh, boy, that already feels nice. How nicely that mixed. It's at the kitchen table, so I always have to stay tidy. Well, that'll probably keep you in a better pattern having it. Yeah, it is hard when you have to put your stuff away. It's hard to, like, I think, to keep going because, you know, every time you want to do something, you think, oh, I've got to get everything out again. Is it worth it? Am I going to have enough time? Yeah, I get it. That does make it tricky. More white. Spending time on this mixing part is really important because the more you have your colors kind of ready to go, then you can really dive in and the painting just falls together much more quickly. Keeping your colors mixed. I can't quite get that mixed. That's nice, but I need more white. What did I do with it? Here it is. On a stone. Yeah, this is a piece of stone that I got like at the where you go get countertops. It's a sample piece that I went and bought. I did it because when I created my online course, I usually mix on a piece of glass with gray underneath for the neutral tone, but I was afraid that it would catch too much reflection and not look good in the video. So I went and got this, and now I love it. All right, those are nice. Oh, my coffee cup's casting a shadow. Move that out of the way. What palette are you using now? Oh, Nancy, this is a piece of granite. I guess it's granite from where you get countertops. I got it when I was making my course. Well, that's nice. I see some dark green in there too. I think that needs a little more Indian yellow in there. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Did I miss any questions? Someone, do you know Margaret Brandt? Pam, gosh, that name's really familiar to me. She must not have been in my year, but it sounds really familiar. Margaret Brandt. Where does she live now? And Pam, did you say you just moved to Reading? Are you the person that just said that? I need like a dark kind of olivey green too. Is it warm or cool? I'd say it's warm. Put a little yellow in there. No. What am I missing here? I think I'm missing a dark. I get messy when I'm painting. Are you mixing a stone palette? Yeah, you guys heard my answer right. Yeah, I love my stone palette. Oh, that's nice and dark. I think I need to make one in between here and here. Combine them. I think that's a good start. What do you think? Okay. Because it is 8:30 already. Time is flying. Time always flies when I paint. Oh, she's a professor at Hack. She taught when I went for graphic design. Okay, you're in Lidditz. Oh. Oh, I don't know if I know her. Ouch. Whoops. Oh no, I just got a splinter, I think, or something. That hurt. I just did the edge. I didn't have any of these panels ready before I started painting. That's a little bit why I was disorganized, because I was doing the gold on the sides. Oh, is she an illustrator? I must know of her. Pam, did we meet? If you live in Lidditz, you don't live far from me. Have we met? Probably. I might just forget. I remember faces, but I have a really hard time with names. Like if I meet someone, I will like remember them forever. But I'll forget their name. I say I remember faces and places. It's that being visual. I'm sure you guys are probably all very similar to that, right? So I can remember anything I see, but if I just hear it, forget about it. Visual, yep, very visual. Yes, my visual memory is really quite good, but the rest of it, not so much. And the older I get, I think the more pronounced that seems to be. I don't think we met. I started following you because of my friends. Oh. Which friend, Pam? Yeah, because you only live like 10 minutes from me. Oh, thank you. Maybe I need to do a little of the background. What do I want to do in my background? I don't know. That's a little too light. Yeah, this is such a different color palette for me. I really have to think about what I'm doing. Sorry, I'm being a little more quiet. I was watching someone paint the other day online. I can't even remember who it was. And he does the same thing as me. He said, I have to do a detailed part right now, so I'm going to hold my breath. And I thought I do that all the time when I get to the parts where I really have to think. I always have to hold my breath. Plus, it keeps your hands steadier, too. Rebecca Canal. She's an illustrator, and we attended Hack at the same time. Oh, isn't that cool? I don't know Rebecca. I thought maybe I did a presentation one time at the Lidditz Art Association. I thought maybe I could have met you guys then, but that was like 2 years pre-COVID. It was the year before COVID, so it must have been last fall. I did a demo. It was fun. A lot of nice people, a very active art community. Here I am thinking, is that too brown? What do you guys think? Is it too brown? So not a brown person, but I do like it. I think I just need to make it a little juicier. It feels a little rigid or something. I have to put a little bit of my cool colors in too. That'll make me feel more confident that color-wise it's all going to pull together. Like whenever I feel like I'm losing my confidence in my painting, then I have to like do something to like bring it back. You love the color. Good. Good. Very warm. It is very warm. And it is very apropos of the season that we're going into with the not as bright. Embracing the autumn. I went on a walk the other day and took photos because I was by myself, and I loved them. It was fun. I usually walk with my friend, and she's very accommodating when I want to stop for a photo shoot in the middle of our walk, but I get a lot better exercise walking with her because I'm so easily distracted. My dad was a member of Lidditz Art Association, one of their Paul Herr. Oh, isn't that cool? That's very cool. Now, I'm just actually looking at this through the lens of the phone to see what's working. Are any of you guys going to be painting today? Hope I'm inspiring some painting time. You're going to be painting. Oh, that's wonderful. Yes, getting your hair colored. That's an important thing. You inspire me every day. I'm so impressed with your routine. Thanks, Nancy. Thanks. Oh my gosh. Good, Allie. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I don't know what I get. You always have to push yourself out of your comfort zone and try new things because it always brings you to a better place. It's just making yourself do it. That's always the hard part. It's like, no, I don't want to do anything different. Do you guys ever feel that way? And I'm always glad when I do it, but kicking and screaming. I'm not good at change. Not good at the unknown. Some people are so good at that. And I'm pretty good at it with my art. Like I know I've got nothing to lose. It's what I always tell everybody. It's like if I don't like this, I could just wipe it off right now, move on, do something else. And it's good to try different things, like doing that watercolor the other day was great because it really made me kind of think, as I call it, tight. Like it's much tighter painting. And I think to dance back and forth between different things like that is really good for growing a style too. That blue helped, didn't it? You can find something to clean. Would you rather clean than paint, Nancy? Oh, not me. Cleaning is not my thing. So my daughter just said to me last night, she said, I love to clean. I would love to just clean all the time. I'm like, well, you didn't get that from me. I wish I loved to clean. But I don't think it's ever going to happen. I love things to be clean. And I do love leaving little bits of thick paint like that is so fun, but then it takes forever to dry. So I try not to do that too much. I don't know. What do we think about this? Is this crazy? Nancy, it's just practice. It just takes tons of practice. And you have to love doing it too. I mean, that is a huge piece of it. You know, if your brain's taking you off to do something else. But if you really love painting, I think it's really, practice is such a big part of it. And I do practice a lot. Like anytime I have free time, I'm usually working on it or learning about it. I watch a lot of videos. I would love to take more in-person classes with teachers. I certainly wish I would have taken oil painting when I was in college. Little did I know how much I'd love it now. I feel like I need a little bit of a glowy yellow in here. That's not glowing enough. It's much more kind of a glowy yellow than it is. Could you do a wake-up painting each morning? I do. Are you talking to me, Carol? I think I do. This is usually how I wake up, doing this. And it's my favorite. That's how I started doing this. When my youngest was old enough to be independent, a little more independent, I made the commitment to get up and paint every single morning before work. And it certainly became part of my life. Those blues look cool, don't they? It's my college roommate's birthday today. I have to wish her a happy birthday. Just saw that message come across at the top of my phone. Thank goodness we have social media to remind us of these things. I would eventually remember, but maybe not early in the morning. Yes, getting up in the morning to paint is great because it's before life starts and it's when you can still you can decide to do things, but especially when you have little kids, it makes a big difference of fitting it in when they're not going to have any needs, and that's where it started. But now it's how I wake up, and I look forward to it. Happy fall, Carol Ann. What do you think? Is it getting there? I think I need more of these fun blue areas. The combination of those bluish grays and the yellows is really magical. I need a sip of coffee. I need to stop and look at it a little bit. How much time do I have? Like a little less than 15 minutes. That should be doable. I have a big, oh, I see. This area needs this. Yeah, that's funny. We were just talking about Kutztown, and all my friends from Kutztown are all writing to each other right now. I don't know if that's coming across at the top of this or only on the top of my on my phone. I need that to go really dark right in here. Are you mostly pulling from your yellow roll? Yes, mostly my yellow row. Yep. Because the blues are, I kind of have a lot of them in here. As you said, that made me want to look for more. I do love those blue grays. That's why I always want to make a color chart and have it hanging, because I already won't remember how I mixed that color, but I love it, love it, love it. Oh, Pam, did she? Yeah, that's what I went there for. For communication design, I loved it. That was a long time ago. You're really elevating the, oh, thank you. I think the flower did it all by itself by calling my attention the other day. It is so pretty. And I like letting some of those colors that I was using show through. Do you mix more colors as you go or keep the ones pre-mixed? Oh, yep. Yeah, that's what I was just getting ready to do, Nancy. Cleaning off my brush. And that question was, so far, same colors. See, I didn't mix any more. So far I'm just using those. In Nashville for an ad agency. Oh, isn't that cool? Does she love it? Susie, I think so, as long as I have the energy for it. I mean, I was a little worried about doing it while I'm doing my online course live, Facebook Lives. But this is my second week for it, and it seems to be working to do both. Yeah, I would say the thing that would stop me the most is if work got too busy, but so far so good. As far as I know, I'll keep doing it. Yeah, I am too, Pam. Loving the colors. That needs a little harder edge right here. Now I have to think about what I need to push back and pull forward a little bit. Because there's a little more yellow glowing in here than I'm portraying. I do love that glow. It is a nice mix of warms and cools. And I'm still using the same big brush that I started with. goes, I think, a little blue down on this side. Do that. This goes a little darker in here. Like that. I paint in watercolor and want to try this more loose. Oh, did you order some oils? Good. Yeah, I started oils because I used to be very, very, very tight painter. Especially like in college, I needed to be able to paint very realistically for like marker comps and things like that, which aren't even a thing anymore. But then I wanted to loosen up my style, and that's when I started doing oil painting. Oops, I'm running out of paper towels. Oh, what brush? I'm using, this is called a Rosemary Company Short Flat Eclipse, number 12. It's my very, very favorite paintbrush. If I had to pick just one brush to use, it would be this one. I even do it in my little mini, when I paint those little itty bitty, I've been doing the little bird paintings. I'm even using it for that. It forces you not to get too tight. What was your first subject for your first loose oil painting? Gosh, Susie, I'm not sure. I would say one of the first ones I did, which I have to look for it. It's here in my house somewhere. And of course, I always am not one to not set my sights high on things. It was a painting of my daughter Isabel at the beach as a little girl. I have to look for it. And I still love it. Oh, and I also did, there's one in my living room that I absolutely love. I'll never sell it, and it's of a pig. And that was an early one that I did also. But it's tighter. But I love, love, love it. Queenie the pig. And that's when I kind of did that painting, and I thought, yeah, I could be an artist. I mean, I've always been an artist, but how long have you been using oils? Cardinals. I love, avoid it getting muddy. Putting down decisive brush strokes, Dave, and not fussing. So I'm not like going back into this and working into it. I'm trying really, really hard to just put down a brush stroke and then let it go. I think that's the biggest way to keep your painting from getting muddy. Like, I'm going to put down a brush stroke and then leave it and not fuss with it. I mean, I can't say that I never fuss with it, but I really try not to. It's fun. Okay. I noticed I didn't paint right here at all. That was a little white paint there. You can also kind of carve in with your background color too, which adds a nice, needs a little light up there. Little light right here. I like that. I love where the color's showing through there. Do you see that? The color of the pigment stick. Like, I always feel compelled to try and like cover that up now, but I don't want to because I love how that looks. Sometimes you have to like avoid doing the thing that you feel like you should do because it gets rid of the spontaneity. It makes the painting get kind of rigid or something. It's always good to stop before you start fussing at it, because you can always come back and add things in like tomorrow if you see spots that need something extra. But I find that the biggest problem is like definitely overworking it, because you have to stop and live with it and think about it and see what you do and don't like about it. You can always adjust it. There's always tomorrow. I need a little more light in the middle. What, 48? Boy, I'm right about on the minute here. I think I'm going to call it finished. And my little signing thing here. I even like the background the way it is. Oops. So, here's my palette. And there's my reference. And then there's my painting. Completely different palette for me, but it was really fun. Oh, so thanks for coming and hanging out with me, guys. And hopefully I'll do it again next week. And guys, people in my Art in Bloom, I'll see you at 1 o'clock. Hopefully I'll do my Facebook Live and I have something else fun to work on with you guys. So thanks for coming. Have a wonderful day. Bye.